2018, a simple phone call changed the life of so many people. Early that morning, Daniel Williams stepped outside the El Capri Lounge in Detroit to talk on his phone, but a killer or killers were waiting for him. Joining me now in the search for that shooter is Daniel's brother, Hassan. Hassan, tell me what was happening that day, August 20th.
Daniel got a phone call from a female friend of his. He stepped outside to talk to her. While he standing outside talking to her, two individuals, we believe it was two individuals, walked up and turned him around and shot him, just opened fire on him and shot him. We believe, based on some of the evidence, that one of the shooters shot him as he was running away because the pattern of shots going down his body. Right. But these two individuals are still out there. He was out there talking on the cell phone. Yeah. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't anything that preceded this to justify what happened that night.
That does not sound random to me. And the way he was shot, you mentioned multiple times. Yeah. This was a targeted hit in your mind? It
was definitely a targeted hit. Without talking too much about the evidence, sure, and where the investigation is at, there is video of two cars joining each other at a certain point at the night before the shooting happened. You can see those two cars coming back in unison together. The video also shows two individuals getting out of those two vehicles, approaching my brother. A few seconds later, you see those two individuals running back to those two cars, and those cars driving off.
Hassan, you're coming to this with some unique perspective. You are working with an organization now, Crime Stoppers. From years prior to this, handing out flyers, looking for killers, and here you find yourself doing that for one of your own. Talk about that perspective and what that has been like for you.
It's kind of mind-boggling because you pass out flyers of multiple victims, all kind of crimes in any area. We done even went out for animals that was tortured. And to pass out these flyers going door to door, I never felt that pain, understood that pain. I recognized and sympathized with the pain that I've seen in others, but to have that pain inflicted on me, then turn around and have this picture, this picture with my brother's face on it, my loved one, it's mind-boggling, and I still cannot wrap my head around it. It's nice that I don't even sleep.
Listen, you work for Crime Stoppers. You know it only takes one tip, one phone call. What would it mean for you and your family to get that phone call?
It's a simple phone call. It changed your life as an individual because now you can sleep better at night, knowing that you got this off your chest. And it helps the family and it helps our community. It's all about the phone call, and the phone call is easy to make.
And for somebody who works for that organization, you know better than most. That's why we turn to you now and say, if you don't want to clear your conscience, if that's not enough for you, they're offering a reward of $2,500, Crime Stoppers is, for any information leading to an arrest in this case. The number is always to call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. They will not ask for your name, just your information.